What's the most unforgettable thing your mom did for you? I was 16 and just got a scholarship to this fancy private school where kids drove brand new cars to class. My mom worked 3 jobs, morning shift at a dental office, afternoon at a grocery store, and weekend catering, just to afford my school uniform and books. 2 weeks in, I'm sitting alone at lunch eating my homemade sandwich when these popular girls suddenly sit at my table. They seemed friendly at first, asking about my classes and complimenting my backpack. Then Madison, the obvious ringleader, leans in close with this fake sweet smile. "We know about your mom," she whispered loud enough for nearby tables to hear. "She cleans my dad's office building every Tuesday night. Does she still smell like industrial bleach when she picks you up in that beat-up Honda?" The whole cafeteria seemed to go quiet. My face burned with embarrassment. I mumbled something about needing to walk home and abandoned my half-eaten lunch, practically running to hide in the bathroom. That night, I begged my mom to let me transfer back to public school. I made up elaborate excuses about the academic workload being too demanding and the commute being exhausting. She didn't buy any of it. After 20 minutes of my increasingly desperate lies, she sat down on my bed and looked me straight in the eyes. "Sarah, what really happened today?" I completely broke down and told her everything. About Madison's comment, about eating lunch alone every single day, about feeling like a fraud who didn't belong there. My mom just listened quietly, occasionally nodding, but never interrupting. The next morning, she dropped me off at school as usual, but instead of driving away like always, she parked the car and walked into the building with me. I was absolutely mortified. She was still wearing her blue scrubs from her early dental office shift. She walked straight to the main office and politely asked the secretary to call Madison down. When Madison appeared looking confused and slightly annoyed, my mom introduced herself with the sweetest possible voice. "Hi there, honey. I'm Sarah's mom. I heard from my daughter that you know my work schedule pretty well." Madison's face immediately went white as paper. "You mentioned I clean your dad's building every Tuesday night. Floor 14, corner office with the big windows." My mom's voice stayed perfectly sweet and conversational. "I also know your dad stays late every Thursday evening. Always orders Chinese food around 9 o'clock. Leaves his coffee cups and takeout containers scattered everywhere for me to clean up." Madison looked like she wanted to disappear into the floor. My mom continued casually. "Funny thing about cleaning people's offices late at night. You end up seeing absolutely everything. Email printouts left in trash cans, confidential phone records scattered on desks, personal photos that probably shouldn't be lying around the workplace." She leaned in just slightly closer to Madison. "Your dad's been getting really careless lately with sensitive paperwork, especially documents about his other business ventures and side investments. You know, the ones your mom probably doesn't know anything about yet." Madison's eyes went absolutely huge with panic. "I was thinking I should mention some of these interesting discoveries to your mom next time I see her at the country club. She's always been so incredibly nice and welcoming to me there." Wait a minute, my mom definitely doesn't go to any country club, but clearly Madison had no idea about that. "Or," my mom said while straightening up with a bright smile, "you could simply choose to be kind to my daughter from now on. Completely your choice, sweetie." From that day forward, Madison not only completely left me alone, but actually started including me in group projects and study sessions. 3 months later, I finally discovered the real truth behind my mom's incredible performance. She had never actually cleaned Madison's dad's office building in her entire life, but she had briefly dated him back in high school, and coincidentally, his current secretary happened to be my mom's first cousin. In small towns, family members talk constantly, and my mom had been receiving regular updates about his increasingly messy personal life for several years. When I finally asked her why she had bluffed so convincingly, she just shrugged with a mischievous grin. "Sometimes protecting your kids means you have to play high-stakes poker with their bullies." I ended up graduating as valedictorian from that school. Madison and I actually became genuine friends, and my mom, she still absolutely refuses to tell me what was really contained in those mysterious email printouts she had mentioned. But how about you?